Ladies and gentlemen, the way you speak has the power to transform your relationships, shape your environment, and invite respect into your life. Words are more than sounds, they are vibrations that carry the energy of your thoughts and emotions. When you learn to speak with intention, respect naturally flows toward you. The first step is to honor yourself. Self-respect is the cornerstone of gaining respect from others. How you feel about yourself is mirrored in your voice. Are you confident in what you have to say? Do you believe that your words are worth hearing? When you cultivate self-love, your voice naturally becomes a vessel of strength and assurance. Next, focus on your tone and delivery. Speaking with calmness and certainty invites others to listen. Avoid rushing or using harsh tones, as these create barriers instead of connections. Imagine your words as seeds. What you plant in others will grow. When your tone is filled with compassion and intention, you sow seeds of respect and understanding. Active listening is another essential part of respectful communication. Before speaking, take a moment to truly hear others. When you listen with your full attention, you not only gain clarity about their needs, but also show that you value their voice. In return, they will value yours. Your words must also be clear and authentic. People respect those who speak from the heart with honesty. Be mindful of your message and ensure it reflects your truth. When you communicate with clarity, people trust you. Trust is the bridge to respect. Gratitude is the golden thread that weaves respect into every interaction. A simple acknowledgement or kind word can transform the energy of a conversation. Affirming others not only uplifts them, but also shows your own strength of character. Remember that every conversation is an opportunity to inspire. Whether you're speaking to a crowd or one person, your words have the power to heal, empower, and create connections. Speak as if the world is listening, and speak as if every word matters, because it does. When you speak with intention, self-respect, and a heart full of kindness, people will naturally respect you. It begins within and radiates outward. Let your voice be an instrument of love and empowerment. Words hold incredible power. They shape our thoughts, influence our emotions, and ultimately define the reality we live in. The way we speak has the capacity to elevate, inspire, and create meaningful connections, or to divide, harm, and discourage. When it comes to earning respect, understanding the power of words is fundamental. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it, why you say it, and the energy behind your words. Speaking with intention is a practice that transforms your communication into a tool of empowerment, fostering an environment where respect thrives. The first step to recognizing the power of words is understanding that every word carries energy. This energy extends beyond the spoken sound. It carries your intentions, beliefs, and emotions. When you speak, you are essentially sending out vibrations that interact with the people around you. Positive, affirming words generate an atmosphere of trust and respect, while negative, careless language can create tension and conflict. Words have the power to build someone up or tear them down, to create bridges of understanding or walls of division. This is why being intentional with your words is so important. Intentionality means being mindful of what you say and why you say it. Too often, people speak out of habit, reacting impulsively, or without fully considering the impact their words might have. This lack of awareness can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, or even loss of respect. Instead, when you approach communication with clarity and purpose, you transform your words into a tool for positive influence. Before speaking, ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve with these words? Are they constructive? Are they respectful? Do they reflect my true intentions? This simple act of mindfulness can make a profound difference. Another aspect of the power of words lies in their ability to shape perceptions, not just others' perceptions of you, but also how you perceive yourself. When you speak positively and confidently, you reinforce your own self-belief. For example, affirming statements like "I can handle this" or "I am capable" influence your mindset, making you more resilient and assured. Conversely, negative or self-doubting words, even spoken casually, can erode your confidence over time. This principle also applies to how you speak about others. If you habitually use kind and supportive language, you cultivate an atmosphere of mutual respect. On the other hand, critical or dismissive speech can lead to resentment and disconnection. It's also important to recognize that the power of words isn't just in the words themselves, but in the way they are delivered. Your tone, body language, and facial expressions all contribute to the message you convey. Even the most eloquent words can lose their impact if spoken with a tone of impatience, sarcasm, or anger. Similarly, sincere and thoughtful language, delivered with warmth and authenticity, can deeply resonate with others. Speaking with intention requires that you align your words with your nonverbal cues, ensuring your message is consistent and trustworthy. Respect is cultivated when people feel seen, heard, and valued. The words you choose play a significant role in this process. By expressing genuine interest in others and using language that uplifts and includes, you show that you respect them. Simple acts like using someone's name, acknowledging their contributions, or offering gratitude can have a powerful impact. These small but intentional choices in your speech create a ripple effect, inspiring respect and positive energy in return. An often overlooked dimension of the power of words is silence. Sometimes the most respectful and impactful thing you can say is nothing at all. Silence gives space for reflection and understanding. It allows others to feel heard without interruption and shows that you value their input. Speaking with intention includes knowing when to pause, listen, and let your words settle. Silence, used wisely, can enhance the respect you receive and deepen your connections. To truly harness the power of words, it's essential to approach communication with a sense of responsibility. Every interaction is an opportunity to create or destroy, to heal or harm. This responsibility isn't a burden, but a gift, a chance to use your voice as a force for good. When you speak with intention, you elevate your words to a higher purpose. You inspire confidence, foster respect, and contribute to a world where communication becomes a bridge to understanding and connection. The power of words is also timeless. Conversations you have today may leave an impression that lasts a lifetime. People often remember how your words made them feel, even more than the exact content of what you said. Speaking with intention ensures that the feelings you leave behind are those of respect, encouragement, and positivity. This legacy of kindness and thoughtfulness extends far beyond the moment, becoming a part of the relationship and the environment you help create. Recognizing the power of words is about embracing the responsibility and opportunity they bring. When you speak with intention, you align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with a purpose that uplifts and respects both yourself and others. It's a practice that requires mindfulness, compassion, and self-awareness, but the rewards are profound. Not only do your words command respect, but they also transform your life and the lives of those you touch, creating a world where understanding and connection flourish. Respect from others begins with the foundation of self-respect. This is not just a concept, it is a living, breathing practice that influences every interaction you have. The way you perceive and treat yourself sets the tone for how others will perceive and treat you. It's a universal truth: when you value yourself, others are naturally inclined to value you too. Self-respect is a quiet yet powerful energy that radiates through your words, actions, and presence. It is the cornerstone of effective communication and a magnet for mutual respect. Self-respect starts with acknowledging your intrinsic worth. It is about recognizing that you are enough, just as you are, without needing to prove yourself to anyone. This recognition isn't rooted in arrogance or superiority. It's a gentle and unwavering belief in your own value. When you hold this belief, it changes the way you approach conversations and relationships. You no longer speak from a place of insecurity or a need for validation. Instead, your words come from a place of confidence and inner strength, which naturally commands respect. How you treat yourself also reflects your level of self-respect. This includes your self-talk, the internal dialogue you have every day. If your inner voice is filled with criticism, doubt, or negativity, it will eventually spill over into your external communication. People can sense when you don't believe in yourself, even if you try to hide it. On the other hand, when your inner dialogue is affirming and supportive, it creates a solid foundation for how you express yourself to the world. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring flaws or challenges. It's about approaching them with kindness and a belief in your ability to overcome them. This attitude translates into a confident demeanor that earns respect from others. Boundaries are another essential aspect of self-respect. Knowing your limits and being willing to assert them is a powerful act of self-care. When you set boundaries, you communicate that you value your time, energy, and well-being. This might mean saying no to things that don't align with your values or stepping away from situations that diminish your self-worth. While setting boundaries can be uncomfortable at first, it is an essential part of building respect. People respect those who respect themselves enough to draw clear lines. It shows that you know your worth and won't compromise it. Your actions also speak volumes about your self-respect. The way you carry yourself, your posture, tone of voice, and even the way you dress sends a message about how you see yourself. When you take pride in your appearance and present yourself with care, it signals that you value yourself. Similarly, showing consistency between your words and actions builds trust and respect. If you promise something, follow through. If you hold a belief, stand by it. Integrity is a reflection of self-respect, and it is one of the most respected qualities in any person. Self-respect also involves taking responsibility for your own happiness and growth. When you rely on external validation or approval to feel worthy, you give away your power. True self-respect comes from within. It is an inner source of strength that doesn't waver based on others' opinions. This doesn't mean you should ignore feedback or dismiss others' perspectives, but it does mean that your self-worth isn't dependent on them. When you take ownership of your well-being and approach life with a sense of accountability, others see you as someone who is grounded and reliable. Another crucial element of self-respect is how you handle challenges and setbacks. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your path, but the way you respond to them can either strengthen or weaken your self-respect. Facing challenges with resilience, grace, and a willingness to learn shows that you value yourself enough to grow from difficult experiences. It also inspires respect from others who will admire your ability to remain steady and composed in the face of adversity. Compassion, both for yourself and others, is an often overlooked aspect of self-respect. Treating yourself with kindness, especially during moments of failure or struggle, reinforces your self-worth. It also makes you more empathetic and understanding toward others, which in turn strengthens mutual respect. People are drawn to those who are kind without being self-sacrificing, those who can extend compassion without compromising their own needs. Self-respect is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that requires mindfulness and effort every day. There will be moments when your self-respect is tested, when someone challenges your boundaries, dismisses your voice, or attempts to diminish your worth. In those moments, your response will define the level of respect you command. Standing firm, speaking calmly, and maintaining your sense of dignity show others that you are not easily shaken. Respect isn't demanded, it is inspired by the way you live, speak, and treat yourself. When you respect yourself, it becomes a quiet but undeniable presence in your life. It shapes your words, your actions, and the way others perceive you. Self-respect isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about valuing who you are and carrying that value into every interaction. It is the foundation upon which all respect is built, and it is within your power to cultivate it every single day. Listening is an art that requires presence, patience, and empathy. In a world where many people are eager to speak and be heard, the ability to truly listen has become a rare and powerful skill. Listening with intent and empathy is not just about hearing the words someone is saying, it's about understanding the deeper message behind those words, the emotions they carry, and the perspective they represent. When you master this art, you not only connect with others on a profound level, but also earn their respect, as they feel genuinely valued and understood. Intentional listening begins with being fully present. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Our phones buzz, our minds race with to-do lists, and we often find ourselves mentally preparing our response while the other person is still speaking. To listen with intent, you must set aside these distractions and focus entirely on the person in front of you. This means maintaining eye contact, nodding, or providing subtle affirmations to show you're engaged, and giving your undivided attention to the conversation. Presence is a gift, and when you offer it to someone, it conveys that you respect and value their thoughts and feelings. Empathy is the heart of effective listening. To listen empathetically is to step into the other person's shoes and view the world from their perspective, even if it differs from your own. It requires setting aside judgment and preconceived notions, allowing you to truly understand where they're coming from. Empathetic listening goes beyond words. It involves picking up on nonverbal cues like tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. These subtleties often reveal more about a person's feelings than their words ever could. When you listen in this way, you demonstrate that you are not just hearing the surface of what they're saying, but are also deeply attuned to their experience. The power of asking thoughtful questions cannot be understated in the practice of listening with intent and empathy. Open-ended questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" or "How did that make you feel?" invite the other person to share more fully and authentically. These questions show that you're not just passively listening, but are genuinely curious and invested in understanding their perspective. By asking such questions, you encourage a richer dialogue, which deepens trust and mutual respect. People feel valued when they know you're not merely waiting for your turn to speak, but are actively seeking to understand them better. Another critical aspect of listening with intent and empathy is withholding judgment. Often, when we hear something we disagree with or don't fully understand, our instinct is to react, correct, or offer advice. However, these responses can shut down meaningful communication and make the other person feel invalidated. Instead, practice listening without the need to fix, solve, or interject. Allow the person to express themselves fully before responding. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say. It simply means respecting their right to share their perspective without fear of being dismissed or criticized. Listening also requires patience. Some people need time to articulate their thoughts or feelings, and rushing them can hinder their ability to open up. When you give someone the space to speak at their own pace, you show respect for their process. Patience also involves sitting with discomfort when difficult topics arise. It can be tempting to change the subject or offer quick reassurances, but true listening means holding space for the other person, even when the conversation is challenging. This act of patience and presence is one of the most profound ways to show empathy and earn respect. Validation is another cornerstone of listening with empathy. To validate someone's feelings is not to agree with their point of view, but to acknowledge and respect their emotional experience. Simple statements like, "I can see why you'd feel that way," or "That sounds really challenging," can go a long way in making someone feel heard and understood. Validation bridges the gap between differing perspectives, creating an environment of trust and mutual respect. When people feel validated, they are more likely to open up, listen in return, and view you as someone who genuinely cares. Silence, when used intentionally, is a powerful tool in listening. Often we rush to fill silences in conversations, fearing that they indicate awkwardness or disengagement. However, silence can provide a moment for reflection, both for the speaker and the listener. It allows the other person to gather their thoughts and often encourages them to share more deeply. By resisting the urge to immediately respond, you create space for richer, more meaningful communication. This thoughtful use of silence demonstrates your commitment to truly understanding the other person. Listening with intent and empathy is not a passive act. It is an active choice that requires effort and intention. It is about creating a safe space where people feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of judgment or interruption. When you practice this form of listening, you build trust, strengthen relationships, and foster an atmosphere of respect. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard and valued, and this is a powerful way to command respect in return. Listening is one of the most profound ways to honor another person. It communicates that their words matter, their feelings matter, and they matter. This is a gift that few people offer, but that everyone deeply appreciates. When you listen with intent and empathy, you elevate the quality of your conversations and the depth of your connections. You become a person whose presence feels like a sanctuary, where others feel understood, respected, and valued. Speaking with clarity and authenticity is a skill that resonates deeply with others and earns their respect. Clarity is about being concise and precise in your communication, ensuring that your message is not only understood but also impactful. Authenticity, on the other hand, is about being genuine, speaking from the heart, and staying true to your values and beliefs. Together, these qualities create a powerful synergy that enhances your ability to connect with people and leaves a lasting impression. Clarity in communication starts with understanding your message and its purpose. Before speaking, take a moment to reflect on what you want to convey and why it matters. When you have a clear intention, your words become more focused, reducing the risk of misunderstandings. People respect those who can articulate their thoughts in a way that is easy to follow and meaningful. Clarity requires you to avoid unnecessary jargon, excessive details, or rambling. Instead, focus on the core of your message, delivering it in a way that is direct yet thoughtful. This not only shows respect for your listeners' time and attention, but also demonstrates your confidence and mastery of the subject. Being clear also means structuring your ideas logically. Thoughts should flow naturally, building on one another to create a cohesive message. When your communication lacks structure, it can confuse your audience and diminish your credibility. Taking the time to organize your thoughts ensures that your message is received as intended. This might involve breaking complex ideas into smaller, digestible parts or using analogies and examples to illustrate your points. Clear communication reflects a clear mind, and people are drawn to speakers who can present their ideas in an organized and compelling way. Authenticity is equally crucial in communication. When you speak authentically, you invite others to connect with the real you. Authenticity is not about perfection, it's about sincerity. People are naturally attuned to detect when someone is being disingenuous or trying to impress them. When your words align with your true thoughts and feelings, they carry a weight that resonates with others. Authentic communication fosters trust and creates an environment where respect can flourish. To speak authentically, you must first know and embrace your values and beliefs. This requires self-awareness and the courage to stand by your convictions, even in the face of disagreement. Authenticity is not about forcing your opinions onto others, but about expressing them honestly and respectfully. When you are true to yourself, your words are infused with a sense of integrity and conviction that others find inspiring. People respect those who are willing to be themselves, especially in a world that often encourages conformity. Listening to your inner voice is another essential aspect of authenticity. This means expressing what you genuinely think and feel rather than saying what you believe others want to hear. While it can be tempting to tailor your words to gain approval or avoid conflict, this often leads to superficial connections. Authentic communication invites deeper understanding and mutual respect. When you express your thoughts and emotions honestly, you give others permission to do the same, creating a space where meaningful dialogue can thrive. Clarity and authenticity are also reflected in your tone of voice and body language. These nonverbal cues can either reinforce or undermine your words. A confident yet approachable tone conveys clarity, while a warm and open posture signals authenticity. Avoiding exaggerated gestures or robotic delivery helps ensure that your communication feels natural and sincere. Your body language should align with your message, reinforcing its meaning and leaving no room for doubt about your intentions. Balancing clarity and authenticity requires a delicate dance between preparation and spontaneity. Preparation ensures that your message is well thought out and clear, while spontaneity allows your natural self to shine through. Over-preparing can sometimes make you come across as rehearsed or mechanical, while speaking without any preparation can lead to rambling or ambiguity. The key is to strike a balance, allowing your true personality and passion to complement the structure and precision of your message. Another aspect of clear and authentic communication is vulnerability. This doesn't mean oversharing or exposing every aspect of your personal life, but rather being open enough to let others see your humanity. Sharing a personal story, admitting when you don't have all the answers, or expressing genuine emotions can make your message more relatable and impactful. Vulnerability shows courage and fosters deeper connections, encouraging others to respect you not only for your strengths, but also for your authenticity. Being mindful of your audience is also essential. Clarity and authenticity do not mean rigidly sticking to your agenda without considering the needs and perspectives of those you are addressing. Effective communication is a two-way street. Pay attention to how your message is being received and be willing to adapt your approach as needed. This demonstrates respect for your audience and enhances the impact of your words. When people feel that you are genuinely considering their thoughts and feelings, they are more likely to listen and respond positively. Speaking with clarity and authenticity is a skill that evolves with practice and self-awareness. It is about finding the balance between being understood and being true to yourself. When you communicate in this way, you create a sense of trust and respect that transcends the words you use. People are drawn to those who speak clearly and authentically because it signals integrity, confidence, and a willingness to connect on a genuine level. Clarity and authenticity are about aligning your words, actions, and intentions. They create a foundation for meaningful communication that inspires respect and fosters connection. When you practice speaking with these qualities, you not only enhance your ability to influence and inspire others, but also strengthen your relationship with yourself. In this alignment, you find the power to communicate in a way that resonates deeply and authentically with those around you. Respectful and positive language is a cornerstone of effective and impactful communication. The words we choose and the way we use them can significantly influence how others perceive us and respond to us. Language has the power to build bridges, foster trust, and create meaningful connections, but it also has the potential to create barriers or misunderstandings. By consciously choosing respectful and positive language, you cultivate an atmosphere where others feel valued and are more likely to reciprocate that respect. Respectful language begins with recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. This involves speaking to others in a way that acknowledges their humanity, regardless of differences in opinion, background, or experience. When you choose words that convey respect, you signal that you value the other person's perspective and feelings. This fosters a sense of safety and trust, making people more open to engaging with you and considering your point of view. It also demonstrates your self-respect, as it shows you have the maturity and emotional intelligence to communicate thoughtfully. Tone plays a vital role in conveying respect through language. Even the most well-chosen words can lose their impact if delivered in a dismissive, sarcastic, or condescending tone. A calm, sincere, and measured tone, on the other hand, reinforces the respect inherent in your message. Your tone communicates not just what you're saying, but how you feel about the person you're speaking to. A positive and respectful tone creates a sense of warmth and approachability, encouraging others to listen and engage with you. Being mindful of how you phrase your words is equally important. Instead of issuing commands or making demands, consider framing your requests in a way that invites collaboration and consideration. For example, saying, "Could you please," or "Would you be willing to," is far more respectful than "you need to" or "you should." Such phrasing not only softens your message, but also empowers the other person by giving them a sense of agency and choice. Respectful language avoids making assumptions or judgments about others and instead focuses on seeking understanding and building rapport. Positive language, on the other hand, involves framing your communication in a way that highlights possibilities, solutions, and shared goals rather than dwelling on problems or conflicts. Positive language doesn't mean ignoring challenges or sugarcoating difficult conversations. Rather, it's about approaching situations with a constructive and forward-thinking mindset. For example, instead of saying, "This will never work," consider saying, "What adjustments could we make to improve this?" This subtle shift in language not only changes the tone of the conversation, but also opens the door to collaboration and problem solving. Using positive affirmations and words of encouragement can also have a profound impact on your interactions. Simple statements like, "I appreciate your effort, you've done a great job," or "I value your input," go a long way in building trust and strengthening relationships. These affirmations show that you notice and acknowledge the contributions of others, which can inspire them to engage more openly and enthusiastically. Positive language creates a ripple effect, uplifting not only the person you're speaking to, but also the overall energy of the interaction. Active listening is an integral part of using respectful and positive language. When you truly listen to someone, you're better equipped to respond in a way that meets their needs and respects their feelings. Reflecting back on what the other person has said, such as, "I hear that you're feeling frustrated about this," demonstrates that you're paying attention and taking their concerns seriously. This not only validates their experience, but also creates a foundation for mutual respect and understanding. It's also important to avoid language that can inadvertently come across as dismissive, judgmental, or patronizing. Phrases like "calm down, you're overreacting," or "I already know," that can shut down meaningful dialogue and make the other person feel unheard or undervalued. Instead, focus on language that is inclusive and empathetic. For instance, saying, "I can see why this is important to you," or "let's work through this together," conveys a sense of partnership and respect. Clarity is another essential element of respectful and positive communication. Ambiguous or overly complex language can lead to misunderstandings or frustration, which can erode respect. Being clear and concise in your communication shows that you value the other person's time and are committed to ensuring your message is understood. However, clarity should never come at the expense of kindness. Even when addressing difficult topics, strive to balance honesty with tact, ensuring your words are both truthful and considerate. Cultural sensitivity is also a critical aspect of respectful language. Different cultures have different norms and expectations around communication, and being mindful of these differences demonstrates your willingness to understand and adapt. Avoid stereotypes or assumptions and take the time to learn about the cultural context of the person you're speaking to. This not only enhances your ability to connect with them, but also shows that you respect their unique identity and experiences. Using respectful and positive language requires a commitment to self-awareness and self-regulation. It's natural to feel frustrated or defensive at times, but how you choose to express those feelings can make all the difference. Taking a moment to pause and reflect before responding can help you choose words that align with your intention to communicate respectfully. By staying mindful of your language and its impact, you set a standard for how you wish to be treated in return. Respectful and positive language is a powerful tool for fostering meaningful connections and earning respect. It reflects your values, your intentions, and your willingness to create an environment of trust and understanding. When you consistently choose words that uplift and affirm rather than criticize or diminish, you not only elevate your interactions but also inspire others to communicate with the same level of respect and positivity. This practice not only enriches your relationships but also strengthens your ability to influence and inspire others in every area of your life. Understanding your audience is an essential element of communicating in a way that earns respect and fosters meaningful connections. Effective communication isn't about speaking in a vacuum, it's about engaging with the people you're addressing in a manner that resonates with them. To achieve this, you must invest time and effort in truly understanding who they are, what they value, and what they need. This understanding creates a foundation of empathy and relevance, allowing your words to land with authenticity and purpose. One of the first steps to understanding your audience is to actively observe and listen. Pay attention to verbal and nonverbal cues during interactions, as these can reveal valuable insights about the preferences, emotions, and priorities of the people you're communicating with. For instance, some individuals might respond better to direct and straightforward communication, while others may appreciate a more nuanced and empathetic approach. By tuning into these signals, you can adapt your delivery to align with their expectations and comfort levels. Empathy plays a crucial role in understanding your audience. Putting yourself in their shoes and considering their perspectives allows you to address their concerns and aspirations in a way that feels genuine and thoughtful. For example, if you're speaking to a group of professionals, recognizing the challenges they face in their industry can help you tailor your message to offer practical insights or solutions. Similarly, when addressing a friend or loved one, acknowledging their personal struggles or joys demonstrates that you see them as more than just a recipient of your words, but as a valued individual with unique experiences. Cultural and social context also significantly influence how your message is received. People from different cultural backgrounds or social environments may have distinct norms, values, and communication styles. Being aware of these differences and showing respect for them ensures that your message does not inadvertently offend or alienate your audience. For instance, in some cultures, indirect communication is preferred as a sign of politeness, while in others, directness is valued as a mark of honesty. Recognizing these nuances and adjusting your approach accordingly demonstrates your respect for diversity and your willingness to meet others where they are. Another critical aspect of understanding your audience is identifying their primary interests and motivations. What drives the people you're speaking to? Are they seeking inspiration, information, or a sense of connection? When you align your message with their goals, you create a sense of relevance that keeps them engaged and attentive. For example, when delivering a presentation at work, focusing on how your ideas can address organizational goals or solve specific problems will resonate more strongly than presenting abstract concepts. Similarly, when communicating with family or friends, speaking to their personal interests or values can strengthen your bond and ensure that your words carry weight. Clarity in communication is deeply intertwined with understanding your audience. When you know who you're speaking to, you can choose language and examples that are accessible and meaningful to them. Avoid jargon or overly technical terms if your audience may not be familiar with them, and instead strive for simplicity and precision. At the same time, don't oversimplify to the point of appearing condescending. Instead, aim for a balance that respects their intelligence and aligns with their level of understanding. Adapting your communication style to suit different audiences requires flexibility and mindfulness. For instance, the way you address a group of students will likely differ from how you speak to a panel of executives. Similarly, a one-on-one conversation with a close friend might have a different tone and structure compared to a formal speech at a community event. Recognizing these distinctions and adjusting your language, tone, and delivery accordingly shows that you respect the context of the interaction and the people involved. Feedback is an invaluable tool for refining your understanding of your audience. Pay attention to how your words are received and be open to adjusting your approach based on their reactions. If you notice confusion, disinterest, or discomfort, take the opportunity to clarify, reframe, or shift your message. Encouraging questions and inviting dialogue also helps create a two-way exchange where you can better understand their needs and adapt in real time. This collaborative approach not only enhances the effectiveness of your communication, but also fosters a sense of respect and mutual understanding. Thanks for watching.